You know, the last thing I need to be doing right now is shopping for more musical gear. But what are we going to do today? We're going to shop for more musical gear. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to shop for musical gear on Facebook Marketplace. I live out of the Nashville, Tennessee area, and I'm going to set the search parameters for about maybe 60, 70 miles radius around Nashville just to see what the community has to offer. It's been a long time since I've really looked on Marketplace in depth for stuff, and these videos are kind of popular, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do one of these videos again and just take a look and see what's out there. And while we're looking at it, let's take a look at other random items on Marketplace. I mean, I do tend to get sidetracked in my videos, and you know, it's only been a week since I got a Gibson SG, so now that the paint is finally getting a little dry on that guitar, I think it's time to start shopping again. All right, so let's begin here. First things first, every time I pull up Marketplace, I get amplifiers, guitars, lawn tractors, and dirt bikes. It's kind of like the stuff I look for. All right, so every time I pull up Marketplace, I've got a selection of equipment, musical gear, lawn tractors, and dirt bikes. Because I look at dirt bikes a lot, and it seems like I'm always having mower issues, so it likes to send me lawn tractor stuff. So we may look at a few lawn tractors today, just fair warning. All right, so right out of the gate, we've got this PV Triple X 2x12 up in Kentucky. All right, so we've got our parameter set 16 miles from Nashville. All right, let's look at this Triple X. Okay, this guy has got some kind of, I don't know if the medication comes with this or the, he's got a little pedal up there, got a little Funko Pop gremlin, some air dust. I wonder if he was spraying this air duster on this thing, trying to clean this out. I think he might have some dusty pots. All right, so the Triple X. All right, cool. Let's go on to some other photos here. Looks like a nice clean combo. He wants $450 for this thing. I remember playing these back in the '90s, and they were pretty sweet, man. PV had some really cool amps around this time. They had the JSX 100. They came out with the Triple X. Of course, the 5150 I think was just about dead when this thing came out. I think the 5152s were being produced. Anyways, they changed this one up a little bit. These controls used to say on them like fur and booty and things like that, and they had like little silhouettes of like stripper girls on the amp. They cleaned this one up a lot. This must be a much later version. The one I would want would have all the nasty stuff on it, because that's just funny to me. All right, so $450, not bad. Monster of an amp with wide range of tones from clean to high gain. I think I would want the less politically correct one though. Cool. Now that I bought myself an SG, I'm getting SG ads popping up. I like this army green. This is a 61 style. Let's see. Excellent condition, aftermarket Gibson hardshell case. Okay. All the case candy, 1900. Wonder why he's got the case candy but not the original case. That's a woman, Rebecca Powell. Her husband's probably using her account. Who knows? That's pretty cool. I like the army green color, the drab when it's matte. The matte finishes look nice. But this is cool. This is a 61. They'd have to come down on this for me to get this, because brand new you can get a 61 for $19.99, and usually you can get about $200 off those ones. So I'd say $1,500 for this would be a fair price. $1,600. Very cool. Awesome. Let's look at a couple more pictures. Let me go back and look at. Are these inlays supposed to be like this? These blocks? I never noticed those blocks look really small. All right, moving on, moving on. Look at this. Come get this damn thing. Look at this doll. I told you we're going to digress a little bit. We're going to look at some other stuff that piques my curiosity. Come get this damn thing. Martha, $20. It's up in Bowling Green. She old and most likely haunted as Hades. You know, I'm almost tempted to make an offer. Halloween's around the corner, and this kind of stuff is kind of cool. I wonder if the little chair comes with her. Look, she's got like this little apron. That is creepy as hell. I don't know, on second thought, maybe I'll pass on that. Batman costume, 600. Okay, let's see. 2x12 slant, road case. All right, so this is for the case. Oh, it's a 2x12 slant in a live road case. So we got a 2x12 in this case. Huh, 700, reduced down from 900. Yeah, this road case has seen some wear and tear, but as expected. Not cool. It's got or not bad. That's cool. It's got an ATA road case, flight case with it. I'm assuming it comes with the front. He's probably got that taken off so we can look at it. All right, 700 bucks, 2x12 slant, Mesa Boogie. Next listing. Okay, I just got to click on this. I know you guys want me to click on this. We'll see what she's, okay. I mean, I'm a guy, I got to look at it. All right. I don't even know what this is. $55,000, that's not, who knows. Clickbait. EVH 5153 LBX2 EL84s and EVH 1x12. All right, so here we have one of these lunchbox amps with an EL84, so 650. Let's look at the back of this. Foot switch, effects loop, one speaker out. It's got 3 different ohm impedance ratings on it. Okay. 650 for a 1x12 and a lunchbox. This old 1982 Enduro. Yeah, look at this thing. I remember driving Enduros out in the country growing up. Could drive at night, go camping, drive around with a headlight. Get out in the middle of the forest. I always broke the mirrors off my Enduros. I'd wreck them and mess the mirrors up. $34.50. Man, vintage dirt bikes are expensive. They're cool. All right, so here we have an Ibanez RGT 42DX, 400 bucks. Okay. I don't keep up with Ibanez the way that I should, but this seems like a pretty fair price. It's got the Infinities in it. Those are good pickups. That looks like the bridge they put on the Gem Juniors. Put a better bridge on this thing, that'd be a rock solid guitar, I'm pretty sure. Okay, 400 for that Ibanez. Let's scroll, let's scroll. There's a meat auction. What the heck? All right, $1,400 Helix Floor Platinum Edition. With the backpack. No trades, seriously. I know what he means, man. I hate selling stuff on Marketplace because everybody wants to trade you stuff. One day I was selling a guitar and a guy said, hey, are you interested in trades? And I wasn't. I said no trades. And like a sucker, though, I said, well, what do you got? I was thinking he'd send me I was selling a Squire Strat. I think he was going to sell me I thought he would trade me like a Epiphone SG or something. And he sent me a photograph of a PS3 controller, a used one, $50 in cash, and an autographed John Cena poster. I was like, oh, that's a good offer, but I'm going to pass. I won't lie though, I did look up what John Cena autographed 8x10s go for, but they're not worth a whole lot, so I passed. Had the John Cena poster been collectible that was autographed, I might have done it. Do 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 do. All right, hey, look at this. It's a USA EVH Wolfgang 3-tone sunburst. Mint condition. Yeah, he sounds good. That's cool, man. That is beautiful. Look at the lacewood top on it. Looks like lacewood. Gorgeous. That is a serious beast right there. Got everything on it. It's got the build sheet on it and the hard case. Everything. That's mint for sure. 4,000. Those are pricey. That one is in Nashville, listed 2 weeks ago. Probably somewhat negotiable, maybe. Okay, we got us a 5150 Iconic. 900 says Reed. Very well taken care of. Never gigged. Kept in a smoke-free studio. Has a new Mesa 6L6 GC power tubes, set of 12AX7 tubes. So it's been retubed. This guy jams on it a lot. The cab is not for sale, it says. It's got this Line 6 cab, okay? 900 bucks. He'd like to trade for a Tone X or a Power Stage with some cash on top of it. Guy's open for trades. He wants to go to a modeler. All right. I like these Iconics. I think the next big amp that I get is going to be an Iconic. I can see that happening. 1400 1987 50-watt tube amplifier. All right, so this one is an 87X 50-watt tube amp. $1,400. That's in Franklin, Tennessee. There's no other pictures on this one. Man, this thing looks nice. 1,400. Sounds killer, studio use only, like new. No trades. Price is firm. That would be a great buy. 14 on that's not bad at all. Okay, $34.99 for this 1988 Gibson Explorer Red Sparkle. Sparkle, huh? What if that was factory? It looks good. I bet you that is. Wow, that's cool. I'm a sucker for sparkles. $34.99. Whew, that's pricey though. Is this a blemish on it right there? Or is that just a reflection? Matching headstock, everything. Man, that thing is beautiful. I can't tell if that's a whammo down there on the body of it or not. Maybe it says in the description. All original outside of the refinish. Okay, so it is a refin. Okay. Refin looks good on it though. Original pickups are loud and clear. Take gain pedals. Tuners and electronics have been tested. Frets have been plenty of life left. I don't know, what do you think? A refinned 88 Gibson Explorer 3400. That may be a little high. It's nice though. It looks really pretty. Okay, what do we have here? 2,400 bucks for a 79 Marshall JMP 2204 head and a 1960A cabinet. Okay. Be real easy to mic this thing up. You can see the speakers in it. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if this thing's been modified. It looks all original. Head is a 50-watt JMP. It's in good working condition, loaded with 4 pile driver 12-inch speakers. Let's take a look at the front of this here. Yeah, it looks clean. This really isn't a bad deal. $79. Yeah, the wiring looks nice. They did a good job with that. Cool, 2,400 bucks. 1979 Marshall JMP and a cab, 1960A, with different speakers. All right, let's see. 1,000 bucks, super rare 77 Ibanez Les Paul, lawsuit era. Look at the top on this thing. A lot of switches and stuff have been put on this guitar. That's kind of a shame. There's a lot of Ibanez guys. Guy likes records. You do that? I always look in the on people's photographs. Looks like he's got a hat collection back here. Yeah. Okay. So he's had like splitter switches installed on this. Looks like he had moved his toggle switch at some point. Somebody did. Oh no. What's this? Oh, that's where he had the toggle switch installed. Boo. But you know, it's $1,000. So I mean, you could fill this in, I suppose, and make it look a little bit nicer, but you can't really undo that. Got a lot of mojo in one guitar, he says. The holes on the body were there before he got it. Could easily accommodate other electronics. It's got bare knuckle nail bombs in it. That's cool. Those are pretty pricey pickups. Cool. All right, 6,500 bucks, PRS signature. Okay, there it is, signature number 487. So this is only a couple years into PRS really doing manufacturing. This is 91 is the last year PRS made these without machines, like without machinery. That was all made by hand. So these are the golden years. So this is nice. Really nice tremolo on these. Whale blue. Saw a video where Paul Reed Smith said he cut these out by hand and inlaid these on these early guitars. You can see like that's hand done right there. They cut these little pieces out by hand, these little tips on the wings. Looks like a Sharpie. That must be why it's called signature. I'm not a huge Paul Reed Smith historian, but evidently that must be why they call it the signature. That's beautiful. Got the sweet switch on it. Trademark of the Paul Reed Smiths in those eras. One thing I want to look at. Let me see. Does this thing have the locking tuners on it? Yeah, it does. These tuners alone are about 400 bucks. It's got these vintage locking tuners. When you buy an old Paul Reed Smith, one thing you got to look for on these early models, does it have the original tuners? Because if it doesn't, it diminishes the value a lot, and you'll pay an arm and a leg for these things, or for those tuners. All right, cool. Let's go back. All right, $1,700 Gibson Les Paul. Now we're talking. Let's see what we have here. All right, so this is a 2010 model. What is it? Is this standard? Oh, it's a traditional. All right, 1,700 bucks for a traditional. That's doable. Wonder what kind of pickups are in it. If you could get that down just a little bit, that'd be a nice purchase right there. That's a good one. This one right here. All right, we'll keep scrolling. Les Paul Studio, 96 Studio. Now this is a good deal. $650. This is not bad. They sound great. It says it previously had a break on the body around the base of the neck as seen in the photos. All right, so that's why it's a little cheaper. Let's take a look at these photos. I had a black one that got stolen. What a great, great guitar. Only thing I don't like about these studios, they don't have binding on the neck. When you play traditionals or standards and customs and you get used to the binding on the neck with the fret nibs, you just really can't go back. But these are nice sounding guitars. Let's see where this break is. Holy crap, look at this break. Now that is a break. I mean, dude, what'd this guy do? Smash it on stage? Did he get run over? Damn. It's like on the other side. This is one side of the guitar. This is the other side. Holy shit. I don't know, man. $650 for it looks stable, but I don't know how that was fixed. You know, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I don't know. Okay, $1,800 on a JCM 900 half stack. Very cool. This is a clean cabinet. It's got one little piece of Tolex missing here. This is a clean looking 900. I like the JCM 900s. They have their own little thing going with the preamp section. It's good for 90s rock. Yep. Cool stereo cabinet. You know, this cabinet alone, used would probably get $500-600 easily. So I mean, you're looking at, if you figure $600 on the cabinet, that means $1,200 on the 900. I don't know. It's pretty clean. 18's a little steep on that. I'd say 900 on the amp and 4 on the cab. That's about $1,400-1,400. I feel comfortable there. Who knows? Maybe it's priced. Maybe he'll negotiate. So check this out. Here's one right next to it. I didn't even notice this. This one is $1,400. So I didn't even see this. There I was saying, yeah, about $1,400. And right next to it is a JCM 2000 for $1,400. Now, granted, it's not a 900, but depending on what you want to do, this JCM 2000 Super Lead, in all honesty, it may sound better for what you're doing than the 900. A lot of people hate the 900s. And these have a lot of really nice features, especially the front panel on these, right? You've got the ultra gain, the classic gain. I mean, it's like a DSL, really. I mean, it's a dual super lead, the JCM 2000. They just rebranded it. I love my JCM, or my DSL that I've got. The classic crunch is fantastic. I got my DSL for $550. So, you know, this may be a little high on this too. I would think more around the $1,150 range might be best for this if I was gonna do that. And I'm just spitballing, but hopefully no one that's selling this stuff gets mad at me if they see this video. Fender EVH 5150 Deluxe. This is cool. Got us a quilt top on this. I thought this was supposed to have a kill switch there somewhere. I could be wrong. I like it. $1,185. So being a deluxe model, it's got the quilt burst, it's got a Roadrunner tweed case. Made in Mexico. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty fair. You know, I'd want him to come down a little bit on that. I always try to wheel and deal, but not bad, not bad. Lots of lawn tractors here. I'm not going to look at it. Look at this. Look at this Monte Carlo. $12,500 on this Monte Carlo.
Probably needs that little dope thing right here. Anything else?
I'm not in the market for that, but I like looking at cars. There's one for 32 grand. Now that I clicked on this Monte Carlo, I'm going to get a bunch of Monte Carlos and cars showing up. All right, so here is a 86 WTS. It's a Kramer, 86 Kramer, JK2000. 750. Got a Seymour Duncan in it. It's a Japanese domestic model, not imported in the U.S. Made for Kramer by ESP. It's got a pearly gates in the bridge and a Seymour Duncan jazz in the neck and a German Floyd. This is a nice guitar. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yep. This one's a nice one. I like that color too. Wow. Kramer guys, jump on it. Okay, let's see. $1,500 on a Jubilee reissue, 2550. 1,500, not bad, not bad. I had a 2550 from the 87. I had two of them. I like the amp. I think they're overrated personally, but they do sound fantastic. But I think the prices that you get on those vintage ones are, I think it's stupid. These things sound just as good. There's a minor scuff on one side. Yeah. This color, they get scuffed and dirty easy. Dude, I like this. 1,500. Came down from 2,000. Very cool. This chair's seen better days. I wonder if the chair, if you offered him 1,400, if he'd take that, and you get the chair with it. I'd probably do that. Gotta have the chair. I'd sit in this chair and jam on the JCM or the Jubilee. All right, Friedman Runt 20. These runts have held consistent in their price over the years. Not a lot of headroom on these things, but they sound good for recording. Let me look at the back of this thing. It's got one. Oh, it's got two speaker outputs. Use first. I wonder why that says use first. 8 and 16 ohms. Now this separates a lot of these cheaper little amplifiers that you get for a fraction of this price. Like this one here's got different tonal variations on the back. This one's got a balanced output for recording. A lot of small amps like this don't come with this. It's got, the loop, foot switch, and it's got, most importantly, it's got 16 and 8 ohm impedance for volume, and you can run 2 cabinets with it. So that's cool. 925 is not bad. If you could get them down a little bit, that'd be even better, obviously, but that's a great little amp. $1,000 for this Strat. It'd take a lot for me to spend over $1,000 on a Strat these days, unless it was like American Pro 2 or a vintage series. I'm selling to fund a new Martin, so price is negotiable. Padded gig bag. Came down from 1,200. This is a great color. This is beautiful. I wish it had the 2-point tremolo on it, but this is, that's a standard tremolo for the Strat. Got the rosewood fret, or neck. Fretboard, I should say. Cool. Cool. Let's move on. Let's move on here. Lots of lawn tractors. Okay, Guitar Center. I'm not going to click on that. That's an ad. I don't want to be brought to their site, even though I like Guitar Center. I'm not going to do it. Gibson Les Paul Standard 50s. Okay. 2024 50s. So this isn't the custom shop, but this is their version of the 50s from the Gibson demo shop. Minimal wear, very nice. It's got Burstbucker pickups. 2250. That's not a bad price for this, but you can find custom shops for a little bit more than that, like R8s. So that is a nice top. And it's a beautiful guitar. It's got everything. Nothing wrong with this. There ain't nothing wrong with this 50s 2024 demo shop guitar. That's a fair price. I'd still want to negotiate a couple $100, but that's a good price. Ooh, we got a JPM 100. Oh, it's a replica. Let's hear it. Okay. Not a bad job on this replica, really. I mean, it's a replica. That's a hard sell, man. $400. The guy built it, so it's not a Chinese knockoff. So the guy put a lot of love into it. He's got DiMarzio's in it. Low action, professionally set up, plays great. American made neck, import body with JPM decal. Wonder what kind of bridge this is. It doesn't say. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, moving on. We have a 2021 Les Paul Custom. All right. Looks like they've replaced the pickups with zebras. That's okay, but still. Looks good on the back here. Serial number looks good. Got all the paperwork. That's important. Less than 30 minutes on it. It's weird that they put these pickups in it. Oh, it says 2021 mod, so maybe it was a mod shop. 46. It's a pricey little girl, ain't she? Got some guys selling some Celestions. All right, scrolling and scrolling. Nashville Guitar Works amp. 150. Works great. Selling for my daughter because she's moving out of the country. I like how they always have to fill in like stuff that you really don't need to know. Like if he didn't put this, I wouldn't be interested at all. But now that he put it, I'm like, God, I gotta help this guy's daughter move out of the country. Maybe not. I wonder why she's moving out of the country. We should message him and say, hey bro, not interested in the amp, but I need more info. Why is your daughter moving? I'm just curious. Since you brought it up, $750 for a 6505 Plus. You know, I would decline this because I would get a block letter or EVH 5150 for $800, $899, just because I think it's cooler to say 5150 on the front. But this is a great amp, and it's the same amp as the 5150. But you know, I got it tattooed on my arm, so I would have to have the amp with 5150 on it. 5150s are getting more reasonable, the old vintage ones. All right, here's a 5153, $800. This one says orange amp. What? Oh, I see it's multiple listing. Oh, he's got some pedals. I love that Hall of Fame pedal. All right, so what are we looking at here? The EVH 5150 is $800. That's a good price. The Jim Root orange tear is $700. And the orange cab is $800. MXR Chorus, Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, these prices are in line. That's a really good deal on that 5153. Not gonna lie, is that the 100 watter? I believe so. Yeah. No, it's the 50 watter. That's why it's 800. It's still not bad. I was like, if that's 100 watter, man, that's a deal. All right, what have we got down here? All right, we homecoming dress. Let's see. Sorry, gotta check this out. We got color options. Okay. $50. We might as well look at this one since we're here. This one's 60. Kind of like this one better. Not interested though. All right, let's go back. Ooh, Van Halen flag, $10. Look at this. That's neat. Wish there was more pictures of it. How cool is that, man? There's a Van Halen flag. $10. What? I would buy that. I may go back and grab that. All right, so here is a Les Paul Custom Black. Now remember earlier, that guy's custom earlier was $4,600 at 2024. Here's one that's technically vintage. It's 22 years older. And this one's neat because it's chromed out. You don't see chromed out customs often. It's got some cool checking on it. Oh, here's the problem. I was like, nah, that one, I was like, dude, this is a deal. Always got to look at the back of the necks, man. I didn't mean to click off that. Always got to look at the back of the neck. That's a shame. But still, you know, nice guitar. Probably be fine for the rest of your life if you bought it. All right, Nags. I've had a couple Nags in the past. Nags are nice. This is a Kanai J. 2400 is... These guitars are awesome. I had a Army Green J that I sold when I got one of my Murphy Labs. And these are killer guitars. Mine had two P90s in it. The problem with Nags, not a problem, but the issue I have, I should say, is resale on them is tough. You know, they're handmade. You know, Joe Nags from Paul Reed Smith originally makes some of the finest guitars in the world. And there's a price for that. I mean, they're made right down the street from the PRS factory, but resale on them is poor. You invest a lot in them and they sound great. If they're going to be a guitar for life, you know, that's different. But man, these are like their version of a Junior. Total tone monsters. Mahogany neck, mahogany body, great pickups. All right, here's a BC Rich. NJ Series 650. Man, we're seeing lots of damage tonight. It's got Duncans in it. Okay, moving on. $17.90 for an SG Standard 61. Now this is nice. It's red. It's got the original case. Wait a minute. It says $17.90. I thought it said $1,600. Basically new Gibson SG 61 vintage cherry, barely used, excellent condition. $17.90. Not a bad price on that. You would be paying tax. That's a fair deal. That's beautiful. Beautiful guitar. Very nice. All right, let's keep scrolling down through here and see what we have. Okay, we have a $650 Les Paul. This is an Epiphone. Okay. Looks like the Randy Rhoads. I like it. $650 is on the high end for this, but it is a custom and it's the off-white. So not bad. Comes with a hard case. So it's cool. Probably got the stock Epiphone pickups in it. Those would have to be replaced. Would be great, a little negotiation. Here's a 76 Gibson Les Paul Custom. $7,500. All right, so the guy bought it in 2010. The unique body design of the 76 era Custom is something special. And it looks like this horn is a little bit out there farther, isn't it? Like, it doesn't look like it's cut out. I could be wrong. And this looks like it's a little closer in here and a little fatter down here, perhaps. That's neat. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. Bet you this thing is heavier than a dead horse. Oh, I like the back of the neck, this way this looks. Got a little bit of lacquer cracks here. Very cool. Huh. Little chip there. That's in good shape for being a 76. I like that. That one's a pretty good sized chunk right there. And what do you expect? I mean, this guitar is decades. 50 years old. Almost. Very cool. I like the color on it. All right, here we go. Here's a $750 for a 6505 plus. A lot of these dudes selling these things that used to be in like corn and new metal, and now they got kids, and it sits in their garage, and they've discovered that they like old vintage Marshalls better. Gonna get a lot of hate for that comment. Deal with it. Okay, here's a 68 Les Paul Custom, 4,600 bones. And the 123,000 was wiped out. Okay, what's up with that? It's a reissue 68 Black Beauty. It ain't a Black Beauty. Doesn't have the covers on it. We should have 3 pickups in my opinion. I don't know if these knobs are period correct. I'm not Trogley. I couldn't tell you everything about it. Let's look at this dude's background photos here. Nightstand and stuff. Lots of pillows. Okay. These are funky looking tuners. Back then. I really like it. It's really pretty, man. It's very, very cool. Overall score 3.9 fair. I like it. $1,000 for DSL 100H with matching 212. I got my DSL 100H for $550. You know, Marshall 212s are kind of expensive. They're very nice. So that's a reasonable price. I would say $850. Honestly, that'd be out the door price. It's got the foot switch. Cool. I love these DSLs, man. I love it. $1,800 PV Vandenberg. This is a good deal. These PV Vandenbergs used go for about $2,100. Ferrari Red Seymour Duncan's first series, not V series, original case, in rough condition. Wonder why it's in rough shape. Let's see what we can. Yeah. Weird. It's a good price though. Those things are collectible and they go for quite a bit. So I don't know enough about them, but I do know they usually go for about 22 in nice shape. So all right, so $2,200 on this Les Paul Traditional Pro, chromed out. I don't like blingy guitars at all. I do kind of think that color's nice, but 22 bones on a Traditional Pro. I see. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. This is a really hot looking guitar. It's not my cup of tea, that color, but it is beautiful. Just a little blingy for my taste, but you know, everyone's got their own opinions. I'm entitled to mine. $600 guitar, Gibson. So this one is obviously, it's a Les Paul Cop, because the cops are going to come get you because it's a Chibson. So hey, if you want a Chibson, this one here, headstock looks pretty good on this. So this is a Gibson Les Paul Standard. The guy doesn't offer any other photographs, which is unfortunate. But that is a lot of money to pay for a Gibson. When you can get them, you can go online right now and buy any Gibson you want for under $400, just about. But you could get it now for $600. Not have to wait 3 months. AC30 Custom, $800. I had one of these about 10 years ago and sold it for $500. I didn't like it because the effects loop was in front of the amp. So if you ran delays and choruses through it and you turn the amp distortion up, it distorted the delays and the reverbs. And I thought, that sucks. But I guess the way this amp is wired, like a vintage amp, there's no way to control that. So the effects loop is before the amp, but that is just not cool. But this is a great sounding amp. Heavy, super heavy, man, and it's wide. So if you go to pick this thing up, you almost need like another dude to carry this with you, man. Because I would say 50 pounds, 60 pounds on this amp, easy. It's a beast. All right, let's keep scrolling. Hope I'm not boring everybody. $4,700 on a 68 Marshall Tremolo 50-watt Plexi. Bought from Carter Vintage, mostly original apart from replaced logo. If that's really a 68 Marshall Tremolo 50, that's a good price. $4,700. These look, those look like those have been replaced to me. This is stock. It looks like there's been some knobs changed out. It does appear, but who knows? This thing's had all kinds of modifications, man. It's been put back to stock. Yeah, this thing's had master volumes and all kinds of crap put on it. But I mean, it's, you know, if they did it right, that's why it's so cheap. It's what you got to do, man. When you look at these old amps, turn them, flip them around. If you see holes, they've been putting master volumes and stuff on them and effects loops. And that diminishes the value a lot. Probably cuts them in a quarter to a half sometimes. As long as they're put back to original properly, you know, you get yourself a good deal on these. It's a great amp. That's really cool. Very, very, very nice. All right, let's look at a few more. $1,000 for this 89 USA made Fender HM Strat. Not a fan of these guitars, man. Look, they were doing this cutaway heel back then. That's so 80s. It's like Lita Ford font. Missing this bar on this tremolo, that piece. You'd have to find that. I don't know what's up with these. I guess that's, those are the, okay, those are the mounting bolts. I thought that was empty. It's like, how's that staying on there? My opinion, Fender should never have tried to keep up with the 80s and do all this crazy stuff. But it was the 80s, and it probably kept them in business, or made them a lot of money, I should say. There's a JCM 800 combo for $1,550. 1984 Celestion Vintage 30s 12-inch speakers. That's a pretty fair price. Nothing quite sounds like a JCM 800. Put a tube screamer in front of that thing, and okay, killer vintage 30s there on the bottom. This cabinet here. Cool. Let's look at a couple more. Oh, Kawasaki 250. I had a 250 two-stroke. I love Kawasaki's. One day I'd like to get a KTM. All my dirt bikes are gone. Sold my dirt bikes, bought my son trumpets for college. But that's okay. We don't drive them anymore anyway. There's that Strat again. There's that Kramer we saw. 5153 amp head. 650. This guy was selling this on a prior listing with a bunch of other stuff, I do believe. Oh, there's a Fractal Axifx 3. 1800. That's cool. I would like this. $1,800 bucks. Those things are pricey, man, but they sound so good. So good. Let's check out this Scarlet Witch here. What is this? Cosplay. Halloween's coming up, guys. Be prepared. Dunnable USA Asteroid 2021. He's got some good amps. Friedman, look at this. This Friedman looks nice. That's a Jerry Cantrell, man. That's a JJ. He's got orange back here. Okay, back to this guitar. That's pretty neat, man. $21.99. Hard resale on this, really, but that guitar is worth that kind of money. Boutique stuff, man. Boutique. There's another Fractal Axe FX3 with a foot switch and a controller. All right, so that one's $2,600. Got the case. Here's an R9. $5,000 for an R9 custom shop. 2017. Man, that's beautiful. I put some lemon oil on this neck. It looks a little light. Got some nice amps back there. Boy, that's a beautiful guitar. Wow. It's a good buy. $5,000 for that. It's a lot of money, but that's a good buy. $1,400 for this 5153 3-channel. Two 112s, it looks like. $1,400. All right. Moving on. $3,500. 81 Les Paul Standard. You can tell this is looks like definitely Norland era because they got this maple neck. My Norland era 81 custom is worn like this. You can see the maple neck. That old case. $3,500. I don't know if that's a fair price or not for this or not. I would say it's a pretty good price from what I've seen. Ooh, the Binge and Purge box set. The CD format. I mean, no one plays CDs anymore, but I'd kind of like this. I never did buy this. $140 though, not for $140. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube now for free. Kiss Cruise banner, stage banner. That's neat. $2,000. You know, one of these, this dude right here, this guy right here, when they walked away, he reached over this and said, "I'm taking this shit." And he grabbed this, he grabbed this thing up and took it with him. And there it is right behind him. That's neat, man. That's probably worth $2,000, to be honest with you. Stuff like that will be worth money. Rock memorabilia like that. That's cool. I wouldn't buy it, but that's worth $2,000. All right, Boogie 60 watt, 100 watt amplifier. This old Boogie, 77 Boogie. Randall Smith built this for him back in '77. Damn, $6,000. I wonder if he had one of them little machines back in the '70s that you made these little stickers. And Randall, I wonder if he made those with his own little machine. I'm sure he did. That's a pretty cool piece of history right there. Interesting. All right, two more things. Let me pick two more things. We'll get out of here. This video is going to be so freaking long. No one's going to want to watch it. Let me scroll. What's got my attention? There's a 900 stack. We saw that one earlier, I do believe. $3,500 for this motorhome. Okay, let's see. 61 SG reissue with hard case. This is a good deal. $1,500 on this one. Yep, that right there is a good deal. That's a $2,000 guitar. All day long. That's $2,000. Probably get a little discount when you buy them new, but that's a good price. That's killer. Very, very cool. And we'll do one more. Let's see, one more. We'll do the Seafoam Green Les Paul. What the heck? $2,400 for a 2019 standard. Wasn't this the standards that had the dip switches in them? Like towards the end of Henry leaving Gibson, everybody hated these standards because they had the switches on them in the inside. I think that's what it was. Circuit boards and dip switches. Missing the tip of the switch. All right, well that's it. Let's call it a day. You know, I think of all the things that we saw on here, I think I like that 61 SG for $1,500 the best. That was a great deal, but there's a lot of cool pieces of gear in here. Been fun shopping on Marketplace with everybody. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Tell me what was the most interesting or your favorite thing in the video. Put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. And until next time, have a great day. Peace out.